Now, one of the big headlines today has been the fact that the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has taken up the challenge to retain the fiscal deficit of 4.1% of the GDP for the current financial year, and in fact, further reduce it to 3% by 2016-17.
Well, Tanvi, that's what we've been talking about, that how he said in his budget that although the limit was set by my predecessor, but I take it up as a challenge, and the government has decided to target that 4.1% GDP, that magic number which they say, or the red line number that they say of the fiscal deficit. What it essentially means is that they will be trying to control the subsidy burden which is there on the government. And here's what the finance minister said during the budget session. Take a look.
Fiscal prudence to me is of paramount importance because of considerations of intergenerational equity. We cannot leave behind a legacy of debt for our future generations. We cannot go on spending today, which would be financed by taxation on a future date. My predecessor had set up a very difficult task of reducing the fiscal deficit to 4.1% of the GDP in the current year. Considering that we have 2 years of low GDP growth, an almost static industrial growth, a moderate increase in indirect taxes, a large subsidy burden, and not so encouraging tax buoyancy, the target of 4.1% fiscal deficit is indeed daunting. Difficult as it may appear, I have decided to accept this target as a challenge. One fails only when one stops trying. My roadmap for fiscal consolidation is a fiscal deficit of 3.6% for 2015-16 and 3% for 2016-17.